Well, Ghoulies, it looks like Lowe's has released some images of their 2024 Halloween animatronics that are going to be coming out this season. What's happening, Ghoulies? Welcome back to the Voina experience. Thank you guys so much for joining us and watching this video, subscribing to us. Guys, Lowe's has released the first part of a series of their 2024 Halloween animatronics that are coming out this season. And guys, I have to say, I'm not sure if I'm just like the lone man here, the lone sheep, the black sheep, the lone wolf, the odd man out. I don't know, I'm used to it. I've always been that guy, but... So, you know, last week or a week before, we got the Morse Costumes 2024, and I was not, like, impressed, really. I mean, there was a couple that I was like, okay, they're kind of okay, but ultimately didn't really care. And Ghoulies, I gotta say, Lowe's isn't doing too much better. As I understand, this is going to be like sort of like the first wave of animatronics. They've got about 8 that came out, and then there's going to be more, I guess, coming later. And again, these are just going to be stock images. There's no videos that I found of the animatronics demonstrations yet, so we can't really form full opinions until we see their demos and, in fact, see them in person even. But this is just our first initial reactions here, our first reviews, and guys, it's kind of the same thing. Like, there's a couple that are like, yeah, they're decent, but like overall, I'm just like, what? Compared to last season, just from even Morse Costumes and Lowe's, just from these two that we've seen, it feels like a step down, guys. I don't know. Let's talk about some of these, and I definitely want you guys to give your opinions. I don't know if am I just being too overcritical? I don't know, guys. Like, help me out here. Let's just go through this, and we'll kind of figure out what's going on. I want to start by taking a look at this. I guess they're calling it like a Seaweed Witch Hag thing. I don't know. Here's what she looks like. You know, she's got like these glowy eyes. She's got this giant staff, covered in seaweed. And, you know, that's pretty much what we got going on. By the way, guys, I do want to give a little nod to Decorating Fanatics, as they were the ones that initially posted all of this information on Facebook, I believe it was. So if you guys want to head and check out Decorating Fanatics Group of Haunters, all credit goes to them for this information. So yeah, that's her general sort of look, and they've got a little description of her here. It says, lure your guests close with a life-size animated sea witch. Hideous hag moves her lighted staff and greets your guests with ancient seafaring wisdom and warnings. Styled in burgundy and gray with a seaweed overlay, long gray hair and webbed hands. Her eyes flash white as she speaks. This animated sea witch with sound and light effects makes a perfectly appalling addition to your indoor Halloween decorations or haunted house. Collapses for easy storage. And it looks like she's about 5.5 feet tall. And her arm and staff moves, mouth movement synced to phrases. So, guys, just from this general description and her picture, it just kind of looks like we've got another witch. And I'm telling you, Ghoulies, if she even goes on with the toil, bubble, and coil bulk thing, whatever the heck that thing is, I'm done. I swear, if we get one more animatronic that says that phrase, I'm out. Now, I don't know what her phrases are. I don't know what she says. But just based on this description of greeting guests, and she's an old seaweed witch, I see nothing here that's just, like, different. I mean, she's kind of cool. I'll say that. I'm not saying I hate it. It's just, like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I have to get the Seaweed Witch. Like, I'm just like, okay, she's kind of cool. Next, you know, hit the projector slide. Like, let's move on. In fact, I'm gonna kind of do that because I've got nothing to say of any, like, redeemable value here, Ghoulies. I'm just not excited about it. There's like 400 animatronics and props that look like this. I believe last year we got a witch. I forget what her name was. She had an interesting looking face, but she also had a staff, and I'm just like, here we got another one of the same design. All right, next up, Ghoulies, we have this like pilgrimish sort of looking thing here. I tried to find some information about it, and the information card next to it was talking about it being an animated Fogging Wednesday Joseph Craftstone, and maybe I haven't seen the show Wednesday, so I don't know. So Ghoulies, if the animated Wednesday Joseph Craftstone is in fact this animatronic, please leave a comment, let me know. But I don't really know. This doesn't look like a fogging animatronic to me. It just has a pilgrimage looking design to it with this lighted staff. Oh, maybe there is fog coming out of his mouth. Okay, yeah, so there is some fog coming out of his mouth. So, okay, I guess this is a fogging Joseph Craftstone. So let's take a look at what Flaming Joseph Craftstone makes the scene this Halloween as a premium animatronic, including elaborate Puritan costume, side-to-side movement, flickering flame, moving mouth and chest, eerie LED lighted musket, and scary sounds and dialogue. Connect animated flame. Well, I don't know why it says Wednesday there. That's just kind of weird. Animated flaming Joseph Craftstone to a fog machine and LED lighted fog, LED smoking mouth that mimes the monster's greatest lines in time. So, I mean, like, I don't really know what this is. Like, it's apparently carrying some sort of a musket, although that doesn't look like a musket to me. It looks more like a staff. And I don't really understand what's happening here. Is it holding a musket or is it holding a staff? And why are they calling it Wednesday? I'm missing something, guys. I am missing something here with this. If you know more about this than I do, please let me know. Again, I didn't really... I just watched a couple of videos and there really wasn't much information. I couldn't find any demos or any like texted information, and they have that carded picture right next to it. So I'm just a little confused. So help me out on this one, guys, because I'm not getting this one at all. Like, it looks like a pilgrim holding a wizard's staff in this picture, talking about it being a fogger, that there's fog coming out of its mouth, but like, why? And I don't get it. It's very confusing to me, guys, so I'm going to need some help with this one. So you need to tell me, guys, Joseph Craftstone, Flaming Wednesday, I don't know. All right, so the next one, guys, that we're going to look at here is the Cousin It animatronic, I'm guessing. Now, this one is kind of cool. It says that it's a life-size animated Addams Family Cousin It delights trick-or-treaters as he dances around the room. Okay, so like this one's kind of neat. Doesn't really say it has any phrase. Obviously, Cousin It doesn't have any phrases, but it does have some sounds. It has a foot pad, and I guess it just is one of those animatronics that just is going to kind of move around the room kind of on its own, which I kind of semi-like, I guess. This is one that I'm going to definitely have to see a video on, because yeah, it's cool. Like, it's a cool Cousin It animatronic, and I like original classic Addams Family, so like it's kind of neat. But on the other side, again, it's one that I'm probably not going to be like stampeding to purchase. I'm not really like, I'll look at it in the store, and that's going to be kind of it for me. I mean, unless you see what I did there? You guys are going to be having like a specific Addams Family themed decor or setup or something like that in a haunt. I don't really understand. I mean, I guess unless you're just a collector of Addams Family, that's fine. But I kind of feel like the Addams Family and the Wednesday thing, is that old news? Or I don't know. Like, I just don't... Maybe it's just me, guys. I don't know. But like, he's cool. I'm not saying he's not cool. I kind of want to see his video. I want to see him in the store. But after that, I'm moving on. Which then brings us to the next animatronic in this Addams Family theme. It would be Wednesday Addams, as played by Jenna Ortega. They're coming out with a life-size animated Wednesday animatronic. She makes the scene as a premium animatronic by Techie Toys. Spirited surf music syncs with Wednesday's groovy side-to-side swinging. So I'm guessing she's going to be doing her signature dance from the television series. But again, and as one of our subscribers, Derealist, actually commented, I made a short about this animatronic yesterday, and Derealist commented saying, like, it's kind of last year's hype, and this year's, I mean, are we still hyping about Wednesday? I don't know, Ghoulies. I was never really a fan of it myself anyway. I don't really care for Jenna Ortega. There, I said it. Oh! So I have like absolutely no interest in this animatronic whatsoever, and I think that this is only going to be geared to people who are just like really obsessed with Jenna Ortega, more specifically than Wednesday, because like it's all going to come down to how fast that dancing motion is. Because if it's going to be slow, I don't know, guys. Another one. It's another one I'm getting question marks about. Like, why did you make this? Out of all of the characters, out of all of the things, wouldn't it be a better idea to have made her character from the new Beetlejuice? I don't know, guys. It's just, again, it's like a what? So then we've got this life-size servo sea witch. So now, so this is like, well, let's just say it says that she came from beneath the sea. I want to stick with that for a second. She came from beneath the sea, larger than life servo sea witch. Okay, servo, I'm with you, but sea witch. But you just had a seaweed witch. You have a seaweed witch and a sea witch? What? Deep sea siren comes alive with menacing taunts and scary sounds, eerie LED eyes, and fully animated head, neck, and mouth. Witch lifts her arms to reveal a ghoulish green glowing claw. Sound, human, or footpad activated. Human activated? So I don't think that she has any phrases, that she just makes eerie sounds and has some movement. Her hand apparently reveals a glowing claw of some sort. But guys, again, I'm like, didn't you just, you have a seaweed witch. So at this point, we've got two witches that are sea witches. They're Seaweed Witch and Deep Sea Witch. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying. All right, guys, so continuing on now, we've got this, like, I couldn't really find an information card on it or not, but it's like this octopus-looking monster. I don't know if it's an animatronic or if it's just a light-up static prop or what. I'm not really sure. Again, I couldn't find any specs on it, so if you know something, please leave a comment and let me know. But this guy's got some tentacles coming out in his giant head, and he looks kind of cool. Again, very specific. I guess they're targeting like a sea theme, an aquatic theme here is what I'm guessing. Judging by the fact that we've got three now sea-specific animatronics, or whatever this could be. He looks cool, have no idea what he does, but again, not something that I'm even interested in continuing to talk about. So we're just gonna move on. Okay, so now we have like this underwater sea-looking skeleton kind of dude. I'm guessing some sort of a deep sea diver, but let's jump over to his animation or his information card and see what it says. It came from the bottom of the dark sea. It came from the bottom of the sea. So first we had she came from the bottom of the sea. Now it came from the bottom of the sea. We got a lot of things coming from the bottom of the sea. Under the sea, under the sea. This is a haunted deep sea diver. Comes alive to reveal its gruesome green glowing skeletal realistic side-to-side movement, scary sounds from the sea, and terrifying LED light. So again, I'm not seeing any phrases listed, just some scary sounds that are from the sea. Looking at him here, I mean, he does look kind of cool with his like greenish looking glowy skeleton and his half torn, ragged looking harpoon thing there. Kind of looks like, you know, some radioactive skeleton underwater with the harpoon trying to fight Jaws. I don't know. Like, he is one of the cooler looking animatronics that they are bringing out this year. Again, it's going to come down onto what his actual motion is and his movement is based on the demo videos and the in-store experience if we get one. So, like, he's kind of cool, but got to see what he does. All right, Ghoulies, next up here, we've got this like ghost captain now. They're definitely doing an aquatic theme for sure, because now we have a ghost captain. But look at his info card. He came from the bottom of the sea. He came. What did they do? Like, did they have like a template and they just changed the pronouns? Wait, she come from the bottom of the sea. It came from the bottom of the sea. He came from the bottom of the sea. Everybody's from the bottom of the sea. What's going on at the bottom of the sea? I want to know. It says, Ghost Captain comes alive to pilot your party's ghost ship. Eerie blue LED submerges the animated sea captain in ghoulish glow. Includes eerie glowing eyes and spooky sounds from Techie Toys. So once again, Ghoulies, they're not listing any phrases or anything. It's just scary sounds. So now, I'm not saying that I need to have phrases in all of my animatronics, but it looks like a majority of these are just some animatronics that move and make noises. They're like giant sound effect. Like, remember, like, you know, like the little tiny things that I can't, little like sidesteppers that they made huge and gave sound effects to. Like, what's the, come on, guys. Like, I don't know. You guys have got to be serious with me. Like you have to, it just feels like a step down. It feels like, it kind of feels like between Morris and Lowe's so far, that they were like, oh my gosh, guys, we forgot to make a 2024 Halloween animatronic lineup, so what are we gonna do? And they just like grabbed some stuff that was laying around in the back and they're just throwing it out there for us. Like, all of these animatronics don't do anything. They just like side to side movement and noises and sound effects, no phrases, no nothing. You have like 2 or 3 of them here out of 8 that have phrases and mouth movement and stuff like that. I mean, let's take a look at the last one, guys. The last up here, we have this, I don't even know, like it says bone collector animatronic, and like he's got like this staff or this shovel thing and a bag of, looks like bones, a skeleton hanging out of it, and it looks like some sort of a lost pilgrim with a giant head. His info card says, beware the colossal bone collector, giant size animated ghoul. Light sounds, action of a bad guy haunt your house as a colossal keeper comes to life to greet your elaborate costume. Giant shovel, burlap bag, techie toys, features synchronized mouth movement with eerie, sinister sounds. Okay, so he might have some phrases, it looks like, hopefully, with some head movement. Doesn't really say too much about what all, like, the purpose of it is. Like, it's just some sort of a bone collector guy that says some scary things and has a giant head. So, like, you have like all these seafaring, themed animatronics and decorations coming in, and out of nowhere you're just gonna throw this random bone collector that's like with a giant head. And I guess it's all gonna come down to the phrases on him, Ghoulies, because I don't have anything to say about this guy at all. Like, his face looks a little weird and creepy. The giant, like, how giant is the shovel? It says giant size animatronic, but it doesn't give me how tall he is. So I don't know how big this giant is. Was he like 8 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet? I don't know. If he's 12 feet, that might be kind of cool. 6 feet or something like that, I don't really see what the appeal to this guy would be unless he's got some awesome, scary phrases. So we'll just have to see. But overall, I'm just not excited about this, guys. And that just comes back to what my overall point is. I'm just not excited about any of these animatronics that we're seeing so far from Morris Costumes and this first wave from Lowe's. Now, again, these are just my first initial impressions. I haven't seen videos. I don't know. But guys, 2024 better start delivering. We still got Spirit Halloween, Home Depot, HalloweenCostumes.com, Party City stuff to see yet, and a bunch of others. So I hope that with some of these other companies, we see some more oomph, some more passion, some more creativity. Because so far, guys, the opening act with Morris and Lowe's is not so entertaining. Like, I really don't care about any of these animatronics. But that's my opinion. That's just my first impressions. Drop us a comment. Leave us what you think about these animatronics. Are you excited about them? Are you not? What are your hopes for this season with some of the other retailers that we haven't seen from yet? Let us know, Ghoulies. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss our next video. And until next time, I'll catch you later, Ghoulies.